You got players that play hard. That's what fans want to see, right? They want to see hard play, and the buzz is back. And I mean, that's why Doug said, "Hey, I got to get in and see this team." So I said, "Come on, I'll take you up there."
All right, Doug Bentz. Just for the listeners, a little background on where you are now.
I'm still living in Charleston, West Virginia, and I've been working at Roane General Hospital for the last 24 years. So yeah.
On a given Friday night during the basketball season, is there still get a little bit of that little feeling?
Yeah, especially the last couple of days, I've been thinking a lot about Marietta Tiger basketball and thinking about 36 years ago. It's a long time ago that we were in the same boat, same position, the beginning of the tournament, our senior year, and you look back and what a special time that was for Eric and I. And just not the fact that we won a few games, but the impact that it had on our lives and the relationships that we established. And, it's one of those things that we realized that we could do a lot more than we thought we could. We could believe that we could exceed our expectations, and it was just a special year for us.
Doug Bentz, Eric Erb from the class of 1988, and Eric, to Doug's point, I think we try to tell young people now, man, just go out for that. Just do it, whether you want to do it or not, because you're going to remember it later. You might not feel it now, but you're going to look back and end up with lifelong friends.
Yeah, the term I'll steal was from Ohio State football. They call it the brotherhood, and it really is, because I look at that year. We started out 0-5. We won one. We lost our sixth game in double overtime to Zanesville. We're 1-6. I'm in the bathroom during the day at high school, and people are like, "You guys ever going to win a game again, right?" And I'm like, "Dang, we got some pretty good talent, and we're starting to figure it out." And then I can't remember exactly, but we might have won 13 out of 14 from there and just went on an absolute roll. And looking back on it, life lessons, unbelievable. Coaching staff, unreal. Teammates, we just got it going and rolling. There's nothing better. It was a fantastic memory.
All right, Eric Erb, Doug Bentz joining us here before tonight's sectional tournament game, and we've seen guys come in here from the class of 79. Keith Wharton joining me, chomping at the bit to ask a couple of questions. We're going to take a break, come back with just a couple more quick ones for Eric and Doug from the class of 88 right after this.
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a real estate agency that folks have trusted in the Mid-Ohio Valley for more than 65 years? This is Steve McCarthy from McCarthy Real Estate. We know the housing market inside and out. You couldn't find a better time to list your home. List it with me and I'll do the rest. Finding comparable appraisals in the area, information on schools, neighborhoods, and setting the right price. We know the real estate market like the back of our hand and will gladly hold yours through this process. See listings at MariettaRealEstate.com.
At Riverview Credit Union, our strategy is to offer some of the best loan rates in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Hi, I'm Brendan Healy, president of Riverview Credit Union. Whether you need quick cash or a loan, Riverview Credit Union wants to help you take back control. Riverview Credit Union, like a bank, only better. From cars to campers, boats to farm equipment, what you need is your business. How you get it is ours. Riverview Credit Union, Belpre, Marietta, Vienna. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
You know there is something about a ball game and Smitty's Pizza that just go together.
Of course, it's like Disney and Mickey Mouse, bacon and eggs, Pokey and Mon.
I don't know about that last one, but I know Smitty's has been a tradition for fans before, during, or after games.
You know, even the teams that roll into town will often call ahead and order Smitty's for the way home.
Right, that way everybody wins.
Smitty's Pizza, the perfect game day tradition since 1978.
Doug Bentz, we think about that season. Eric mentioned the 0-5 start and then the tremendous winning streak. You were a big part of that, and it allowed you to get the opportunity to play with the big boys at Division I collegiate level. And maybe what types of things did that team help you with in your transition to Moorhead?
Yeah, beginning of that year, I think my goal was to be able to play basketball at Marietta College, which was a great program, but it was a Division III school. And my ceiling, I didn't realize and understand that there was a higher ceiling. And Coach Grayhouse was once in a lifetime coach. He's a Hall of Famer. And at the end of the day, he made not only me, but our entire team believe that we were better than we thought we would and that we could work harder and we could actually, have our dreams come true. That was kind of a motto at the beginning of the season, dreams come true. And we didn't realize it through the first half of the season, but at the end of the season, we did. And we took that experience, and it's been with us ever since. And we still talk, Eric and I talk quite a bit. We get together quite a bit, at least once or twice a year. And it's a fraternity, it's a brotherhood, like Eric said.
And Eric, on your hand, you play a lot of golf, individual sport, really one of the best golfers I've ever seen. But how did that team sport, that group, how does it help your golf game?
Well, I'll give you a little tidbit here that you think of Doug as a basketball player, and Johnny, I hate to take up more time, but our junior year, Doug actually hit about an 8-foot side hill putt to get the golf team into the state tournament, okay? Side note, but there's, even in golf, you still have the team atmosphere, but you're out there by yourself. And one thing I loved about Johnny's daughter is she stayed with basketball because it's a different team when you're sweating, you're getting floor burns, when you're really out there grinding together. It's a different team than golf, and I'm so thankful that I had both.
Sectional tournament basketball tonight from the Sutton Gym. Eric Erb, Doug Benz, class of 1988. Keith Wharton, class of 1982. Johnny Wharf, class of 1981. We're rocking in 2024 tournament basketball from the Sutton Gym when we come back.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic. Working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System. Proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/Mayo.
Tune in to every Marietta Tiger broadcast for the Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game. This longtime sponsorship puts a Fry Dental Group WMOA Big Drill t-shirt on a Tiger standout athlete. The Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game, made possible by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howell, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group, with offices on Green Street in Marietta and 5th Street in Beverly. Go get 'em, Tigers, from the Fry Dental Group.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month. Change the ambiance in your home in no time with a 4-pack of GE's Relax or Refresh HD light bulbs that come in soft white or daylight for only $13.99. Looking for a new way to mop your home? Swiffer's Power Mop Starter Kit includes everything to get your floors sparkling clean, all for just $27.99. Don't miss out. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets in Marietta.
Welcome back to the Sutton Gym. Johnny Wharf along with Keith Wharton, and basketball coming up here. 7 o'clock straight up. Go time. We'll talk to both coaches here in a matter of moments. But Keith, talk a little bit about this. We talked about, 17 games over, 13 if you're just counting high school basketball. But it is the time to make anew. It is the time to say, man, we didn't have a great season, or we did have a great season, but let's go. Right?
Yeah, different ways to look at it. You look at a team like Marietta, outstanding regular season. They've got a bit of a pressure in a tournament situation because it's one and done. They might be 20-2, but they're 0-1 tournament time. They're out. Team like Gallia Academy, 7-15 on the year. Like you said, they've got a new life. They are 1-0. They defeated Greenfield McLean. Low-scoring game, 38-32 in their tournament opener. But they look at it as like they're ready to go. No pressure tonight. They're playing with house money.
And their head coach is standing by. He looks pretty loose as well. He'll be back to talk to Keith Wharton. More from Sutton Gym pregame here with tip-off at 7 o'clock. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
The Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they know, just like in tonight's game, there is a strategy, a game plan, and a hopeful goal. The same should hold true for your investments, retirement, and financial future. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 for an appointment to discuss your goals. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation. Go Tigers!
You can visit all the big banks you want, but if you want to cut to the chase, visit Riverview Credit Union and find out what our members have known all along. At Riverview, we've expanded our business products to include small business loans to go along with our no-fee and low-fee business accounts. Riverview Credit Union invites you to discover what a credit union can do for you. And it starts with superior service where people matter. Riverview Credit Union, like a bank, only better. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
You know there is something about a ball game and Smitty's Pizza that just go together.
Of course, it's like Disney and Mickey Mouse, bacon and eggs, pokey and mon.
I don't know about that last one, but I know Smitty's has been a tradition for fans before, during, or after games.
You know, even the teams that roll into town will often call ahead and order Smitty's for the way home.
Right, that way everybody wins.
Smitty's Pizza, the perfect game day tradition since 1978.
Our guest before tonight's tournament game is the head coach of the Blue Devils of Gallia Academy, head coach Gary Harrison. And Coach, first of all, tell us about your Gallia Academy team coming into a different time. It's tournament time.
Yeah, it is. It's been an up and down season. We graduated 4 seniors from last year, got to the district semifinals, and they were 4 kids that played for 4 years. So this has been a new group of kids. We have, a couple seniors returning for us. So it's been an up and down year. We've had a few games where we couldn't guard, a few games where we couldn't score. We really haven't put that together, but here toward the end of the season, we start scoring, we start guarding a little bit, so things are starting to come around a little bit, and that's all you want from a young basketball team.
Coach, who are some individuals? It's a team game, we know, but who are some individuals that need to play well for you tonight?
Kenyon Franklin's our senior. He needs to play well. If he has a good game tonight, we'll have a chance to contend tonight with Marietta. And K. Mott, 6'7" post player who's a junior. He has to have a big game tonight. So if those 2 guys can come out and score some points and stay out of foul trouble, we have a chance.
Coach, you saw Marietta back in December, played very, very well, I think.
Yes.
What do you expect from the Tigers now?
Oh, they're good. You're a number 1 seed for a reason. He's done a phenomenal job in the 2 years that he's been here. We come here last year and played and beat them. It's probably our best game we played. So I think our kids like playing here. But again, this is a new group of kids that's playing. He's done a really, really good job with this group. For us to win, a lot of things have got to go right. But hey, that's why you play in the tournament.
It's tournament time. Good luck, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
Gallia Academy head coach Gary Harrison has been our guest. We'll be back with more pregame right after this.
Miller Home Services specializes in quality care for your home and air. Affordable renovations, from HVAC updates to one-day bath remodels. Miller Home Services out of Lowell offers home comfort you can count on. There are a lot of things you can spend money on, but very few that offer everyday value and actually increase the value of your home. Owner Seth Miller stakes his reputation on start-to-finish projects at an affordable price. Miller Home Services. See project photos online at millerhs.com.
This is Shelley from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we pride ourselves on every job. We don't even remember half of them. Honest Fred's Flooring is in homes, hospitals, ski resorts. We even carpeted the studio walls in a really cool radio station. We may not remember all the places we've been, but we sure appreciate the love. Free estimates, top quality flooring, professional installation. You come to us or we'll come to you. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
Johnny Wharf back at the Sutton Gym along with Coach Austin Gardner of the Marietta High School Tigers. Let's see, no JV game tonight, still a full house, still at Sutton Gym, but a different kind of feeling, right?
Yeah, it's tournament time. It's win or stay home tonight with the home court advantage. So, we got to compete and play hard and play well together. And told our guys the margin for error is very, very thin. And so we need to make sure we're clicking on all cylinders offensively, defensively. Our guys are ready to go.
You think about a team that has a bye or your first round game, typically, I'm not saying it's going to be a walk, but an easy one. But we know these guys pretty well, and it is not an easy one.
No, it was over 2 months ago that we played them down in Gallipolis, and took us down to the wire there. I think they've gotten better. I think we've gotten a lot better too. And so hopefully we can execute things and do a much better job of guarding than we did the first go around. But two totally different teams than they were in game one that we played. It's been over 2 months, so there's things that you learn from it, but at the same time, it's a totally different style both ways.
Pull me closer to this week in terms of your prep for this specific game. Was practice different or same old?
After we played last week on Tuesday against Westland, we had a week, and you don't know who you're playing still until Saturday afternoon. And so it's about us and getting better and taking care of the ball, working on our spacing on offense, our defensive stuff, and some things that we're changing or tweaking a little differently here for tournament time. But it was nice to actually practice, and our guys competed at it, and we got a lot of shooting and skill work in. And so now hopefully it can come to the show here at 7 o'clock in Sutton Gymnasium.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Austin Gardner, head coach of the Tigers, back with more from Sutton Gym. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
EZG Manufacturing is looking for quick learners that show initiative, love attention to detail, and understand the value of quality. If you have a strong work ethic, good attendance, and appreciate a fast-paced, team-oriented workplace, right now's the time to apply. EZG, starting wages from $18 to $25 per hour with excellent benefits, profit sharing, and 401k match. Learn more about EZG and apply to be a part of a winning team at ezgmfg.com.
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at mariettarealestate.com.
8 minutes on the clock represents first quarter action in the royal blue, the traveling Blue Devils of Gallia Academy. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Keith?
Gallia Academy comes in at 7-15 overall, and their starting lineup under head coach Gary Harrison will look something like this. At point guard, number 2, a 5'9" senior, Wesley Sutton. Senior, number 11, Kenyon Franklin. And at another guard, number 33, a 5'9" sophomore, Beckett Camden. Now down underneath, a couple of big guys for Gallia. They'll have 6'6" junior post, number 10, Cade Mock. And also 6'5" and only a freshman, number 21, Gabe Hammond. So quickly again for Gallia, Wesley Saunders, Cade Mock, Kenyon Franklin, Gabe Hammonds, and Beckett Camden.
Tigers and Coach Gardner joked a little bit. Same starting five since I've been here, as he said and laughed. But Elijah Liras Kelly, Seth Britton, Zayden Whittikin, Isaac Knighton, Alex Kendall. Tigers in the home white uniforms, center court. Jump ball, the only time we'll do it tonight. Ball is in the air, and we're underway. The tip way underneath the Tiger basket. Picked up and put in by Seth Britton. It was a tip that took a single bounce. Britton grabbed it up off the glass and in.
That's a tip play that rarely works, and it worked just as you described it, 2-0 Tigers.
Wesley Saunders into the front court. This is the Blue Devils' first touch of the night into the hands of Cade Mock and around the horn. All perimeter passing as the Tigers defense tight inside right now. Packed in. And a shot from just inside the top of the circle off the back of the iron. No good, and that was off the hands of Kenyon Franklin, and into the front court we come.
Gallia needs Franklin to be hot from the outside. He missed his first shot.
Eli Kelly with the ball. Fresh haircut for number 1 in the Tiger white. Now Zayde Whittikin takes it in, has it stripped away, gets it back, and then back out to Kelly. Little floater in the paint. Up and good. It's the Tigers 4 and the Blue Devils nothing.
We talk about when a team hasn't played in tournament time, they've had a week off or so. Marietta says, don't worry about that. They make their first 2 shots.
Saunders, a name synonymous with Gallia Academy for many, many years, but a drive down, a missed shot, an offensive board. Franklin took the first one, and then their big guy, Cade Mock, just a junior, by the way, at 6'6", he went up and drew the foul, and they called it on Seth Britton.
Cade Mock pretty active at 6'6". Marietta did not get a body on him to check him out, and he was able to get the offensive rebound.
He'll use the entire rim to drop the first free throw. It rolled all the way around and down, and Coach Austin Gardner is taking this moment with the break in the action to have a discussion with one of the officials. Next free throw, no good. 4-1, Marietta leads. What was he telling that official down there, Keith?
Well, I think he was concerned a little bit about the physical nature underneath.
Okay, we'll see. Zayden Whittikin, physical in his own right at the other end. No call, and off it comes back out front again. Liras Kelly, left wing. Knighton, Britton. Britton baseline. That's the guy that wanted to get it to. Kendall, turnaround up off the glass, and in, and one to come. You got to think that Doug Benson, we talked to him prior to the game, but you've got to think he loves watching a big guy work inside like that. It looked like Benson, doesn't it?
It exactly did, and it was a true post move. He gets the ball, and he drop steps and goes up with the offhand, the left hand, and lays it up and in.
Free throw no good, so we'll just get the 2, not the 1. 6-1 the score, Marietta on top. Just underway, really, not even 2 minutes, clock minutes into the game. Saunders with it out front. Saunders, and again, I don't know if there's any relation, but longtime football coach there back in the day. Running back, that's the name as well, so good genes in that family, in that Gallipolis area. Kind of like the Halliday name there as well. There's a ball. It's stolen away by Britton to Lears Kelly into the front court. It was a falling drop. Knighton thinks about a 3. It's kicked out on the right wing. Britton back to Lears Kelly, and he'll set it up.
Blue Devils strictly a man-to-man team. They did play some 2-3 zone against Marietta earlier.
Loose ball, steal, but stolen back by Britton. So you've got their big guy, Cade Mock, not reaching in, but reaching out to knock it away, and then only saved it back into a Tiger, which was Britton who put it up and in. Tigers lead by 7.
He has 4 of their 8 points, Seth Britton.
Kenyon Franklin, shot just off the mark, tried to get his own rebound. It went out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Devils.
Defensively for Marietta, in the scouting report, Coach Gardner talked about every one of their players against them to apply pressure, and that's what Marietta's doing. They're really extending their half-court defense.
Yeah, underneath there's going to be a whistle and a foul. There's a shoulder put down right in front of the Tiger bench. So anybody on this side, and we're behind the Tiger bench, but anybody on this side of the floor saw an offensive foul, or what appeared to be that, and now we're not officials, but they get the guy that put his shoulder down, Franklin, went right to the hole, knocked the Tiger to the floor, and then he drew the foul underneath the basket and hits the first free throw.
Franklin pretty solid. He plays the guard position, off-guard position, but he's got solid arms, shoulders. He's can play very physical.
We'll see Blake Caldwell into the game. He is a senior, normal starter, 6'3". He comes in, next free throw good, so they'll get a couple there, 8-3. And again, just 3 minutes into the first quarter. Tigers 8, Blue Devils 3. Winner moves on. And the season comes to a close for the team that can't get this win. Here's the shot from the free throw line extension that's up and good from Zayden Whittakin. 10-3.
Whittakin, just a sophomore. Good shot there from about 15, 16 feet straight on.
Out front, Cade Mock finds himself out front with the ball and try to dish it out, and he does get it out near half court to his point guard Saunders. Down into the corner, Franklin. Mock out front. Seems like he wants to be out front, Keith.
Yeah, at 6'6", you would think he'd be down underneath, but you're right. He goes from corner to corner, wing to wing. He likes to shoot the outside shot.
Looked at a 3 down in the corner, but then brought it back out front again. Beckett Camden stayed in there as well. There's that offensive foul. They didn't get the first time. They are going to get it this time. And Britton says, what? Did somebody foul me? No, he got rocked. He's the one that took it the last time. He's coming out of the game right now, and he's saying, what kind of did anybody get the license plate?
Well, you know how your kids at home, they just push you. They push you as a parent. Franklin just pushing that official, seeing how far he could go. Wow, he can't go that far. That was quite a charge.
Braden Jones will come in for Seth, and we get back at it. And underneath, a good job to stay up in the air by Isaac Knighton. Let his defender go up with him, and then hung to get the easy bucket. Easy for him.
He protected the basketball very well down there, too, did Knighton.
Mock on the right wing. Whittakin handsy with him, but can't seem to get it. Had it loose for a minute. On to the left wing. This is Caldwell. Just came in. Now Mock and Saunders. Camden must not have the green light from 3 because he was open. And he'll feed it back out front.
Moss would like to take that outside shot, but credit Kendall, the Tiger defender. He's getting that long arm in his face.
Drive to the hole, right side mock, shot blocked by Tiger Alex Kendall, and it's a Tiger ball. I'm not sure. He must have blocked it off the player because the Tigers get it.
It must have gone off mock. Good job by Kendall. He continues to play well defensively for Marietta.
Lears Kelly into the front court, left wing to Braden Jones, back to Kelly out top. Eli to Knighton. Knighton to Jones. Jones back to Kelly, left side corner. Tried to feed it into Kendall. Does. Off the glass and in.
Alex Kendall going very strong. Good help side defense by Wesley Saunders for Gallia Police, and he fell to the ground trying to take a charge, but Kendall was not called for the violation.
Biggest lead of the game is 11, and the Tigers just reload when they substitute as they bring in sophomore Trey Hawkins, who plays so big, and Kelly will get a break. Inbound Devils out front. Over onto the left wing to Saunders. And back into the hands of Cade Mock. And now a steal out front. Kendall had it, went down. I think he got tripped up, but Blue Devils get it back. Almost an over and back, but into the corner. This is Franklin for three. No good. Long rebound he'll get. And then try to put it up from back behind the board as he was falling out of bounds.
Franklin trying to make things happen for Gallia Academy. They trail 14-3 here, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And Franklin is their scorer, and he forced that one, actually forced a couple of shots from the left corner.
Their coach was pretty loose, huh?
He was.
Kendall drive, just kind of stepped into the front court, drove over left side up off the glass and in. Timeout, Blue Devils will take time as well. Marietta 16, Gallia 3. We'll be right back.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic, working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/Mayo.
Tune in to every Marietta Tiger broadcast for the Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game. This longtime sponsorship puts a Fry Dental Group WMOA Big Drill t-shirt on a Tiger standout athlete. The Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game, made possible by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howell, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group, with offices on Green Street in Marietta and 5th Street in Beverly. Go get 'em, Tigers, from the Fry Dental Group.
Well, the Blue Devils take a timeout, try to figure things out. What you want to do coming out of a timeout is get the bucket. And right now they're being rather patient with it. They're down by 13 and 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. This is Mock right side, ball stripped by Kendall. It'll stay with Gallia Academy.
Marietta pressure defense just giving the Devils all kinds of fits. Every time they catch the pass, regardless of where they are on the floor, there is a Marietta defender in their face, and it's giving them problems, thus the big Tiger lead.
Right side, Mock, top of the key. Big fella looked at a three, and he was open. Now Franklin has it, and he will feed it top. Left side, Saunders drives, too tall, good deep by Hawkins. Now a shot blocked, saved back in. Tigers have it. Kendall will grab it and run the floor and then wait for the troops. Under a minute to play first quarter. 16-3, Marietta leading the Blue Devils of Gallia Academy. Kendall down low. Good look, open, Hawkins. And that is a great assist from Kendall and a good place to be for Trey Hawkins.
Yeah, Hawkins, good back cut from the left side and nice awareness. Kendall double teamed, found the open man.
Bomb of a three for Gallia Academy, no good. Rebound back up and a whistle and a foul will stop play. Blake Caldwell got the offensive board and the foul.
Blake Caldwell did not start tonight. He normally does at 6'3". He had a college visit, Johnny, this week, and he had to miss practice. So Coach Harrison, consistent from day one till tournament time, did not allow him to start tonight.
Free throw good, And a substitution as we'll see Braden Plogger come into the game for Knighton. Isaac will get a rest. And Plogger in opposite Kendall, down on the low block of the free throw line. Next free throw no good, and Kendall there to grab it. 30 seconds, first quarter, 18-4.
Gallia Academy, 0 field goals in the first quarter.
Hawkins out front with the ball. He brings the ball up the floor. Kelly's on the bench. Knighton is as well from that original starting group. Jones is in there. Britton still, Kendall still. Hawkins and Plogger, along with Braden Jones. And this is Hawkins taking it in. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. This is the shot they want. 3 from Jones. Off the mark, and the quarter will come to a close. Full court pass off the mark. Tigers by 14. We'll be right back.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month. Change the ambiance in your home in no time with a 4-pack of GE's Relax or Refresh HD light bulbs that come in soft white or daylight for only $13.99. Looking for a new way to mop your home? Swiffer's Power Mop Starter Kit includes everything to get your floors sparkling clean, all for just $27.99. Don't miss out. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets in Marietta.
The Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. When it comes to numbers, the Mannix Allen Group has more than 30 years of combined experience helping people with their investments and retirement goals. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 to arrange an appointment to review your investment game plan. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation. Go Tigers!
EZG Manufacturing is looking for quick learners that show initiative, love attention to detail, and understand the value of quality. If you have a strong work ethic, good attendance, and appreciate a fast-paced, team-oriented workplace, right now's the time to apply. EZG, starting wages from $18 to $25 per hour with excellent benefits, profit sharing, and 401k match. Learn more about EZG and apply to be a part of a winning team at ezgmfg.com.
18-4 after the first 8 minutes. Keith, Tigers look pretty good.
Yeah, Tigers have 18 points, which is good offensively, but defense is why they got that lead. Their pressure defense has been just what the coach wanted.
Speak of which, Blue Devil ball to start this second.
At Riverview Credit Union, our strategy is to offer some of the best loan rates in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Hi, I'm Brendan Healy, president of Riverview Credit Union. Whether you need quick cash or a loan, Riverview Credit Union wants to help you take back control. Riverview Credit Union, like a bank, only better. From cars to campers, boats to farm equipment, what you need is your business. How you get it is ours. Riverview Credit Union, Belpre, Marietta, Vienna. Member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Miller Home Services specializes in quality care for your home and air. Affordable renovations, from HVAC updates to one-day bath remodels. Miller Home Services out of Lowell offers home comfort you can count on. There are a lot of things you can spend money on, but very few that offer everyday value and actually increase the value of your home. Owner Seth Miller stakes his reputation on start-to-finish projects at an affordable price. Miller Home Services. See project photos online at millerhs.com.
Pioneer Family Auto in Marietta, Williamstown, and Parkersburg brings the love to February. The February Savings Sales event is on. That means massive Pioneer deals, plus a trade and upgrade program including free appraisals. Find more than 1,200 new and used vehicles on 7 lots. Pioneer Chevrolet, Pioneer GMC, Family Ford, Pioneer Easy Credit Truck and SUV, Pioneer Used Autos of Williamstown, and Pioneer Honda Parkersburg. Let Pioneer Family Auto spread the love and earn your business.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. You hear us say that a lot, but it's true. Wherever you may go, chances are you'll find a Par-Mar store there, offering everything you need to get you in and then back on the road as soon as possible. From gas to groceries and snacks and items for your house, we have it at Par-Mar stores. Download the app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card too. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
So out of the Tiger timeout, Tigers miss a shot and then a three-point shot again by Franklin. He hit, he hit one of the other two. And then back at the other end, the Tigers off a rebound. Zayden Whittakin is going to be fouled. He goes to the free throw line. So, they were down by 14. Has been the biggest lead of the game. And then Whittakin hits the free throw that stops a little bit of a charge by Gallia Academy. They cut it back to 8, and now it's 10. So both free throws good by Whittakin. 20-10 Tigers. Just almost 2 minutes into the second quarter. And the Blue Devils with the ball. Mock with it, drives it down right side, lays it high off the glass, but too high. Whittakin comes up with a rebound.
Good job by Kendall defensively. He could have committed a foul there, but he didn't.
Kendall for three. Bangs in and out, no good.
Halfway down that shot was by Alex.
Into the front court, Saunders for the Blue Devils. Good to catch up with Eric Erb and Doug Bentz pregame from the class of 1988. One of the great teams we love to watch, in 88s and the 79s and the 93s of Mike Smith, and some of those alumni games were just as fun as the games themselves, right?
They really were. That 88 team, that tournament game over at, I believe, Frank McAfee Gymnasium over at the Plains Athens High School, and Marietta upsets at Logan. I can still remember Bentz hitting the three from the corner.
Here's a free throw that's off the mark, and at the free throw line for the Blue Devils is Alex Blair. The sophomore comes in. The foul was charged to Zayden Whittakin. And big rebound by Kenyon Franklin. And they're going to call a whistle. It could have been they're going to call the jump ball alternate possession. He went up, and nobody's like, I didn't touch anybody.
Yeah, Marietta didn't foul him. We don't want to belabor the point, but it's 20-10. Marietta with a 10-point lead, 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Gallia did not hit their first field goal until about 7 minutes in the second quarter. So an outstanding defensive first quarter for the high school Tigers.
Near steal in the backcourt from Kendall, but he manages to get it back. They kind of try to make some room with Mock up on him pretty tight. And an inbound, Lyris Kelly to Kendall. And I was going to say right back to Eli, but Kendall says, I'll run this up the floor myself. Pass to Braden Jones, maybe a little bit low for him. It was stolen away, and it'll stay with the Blue Devils as it gets knocked out of bounds.
Wesley Saunders hitting the floor for Coach Gary Harrison and the Blue Devils of Gallia Academy, causing the turnover.
Johnny Wolf along with Keith Wharton tonight here at the Sutton Gym. Derek Jones back at the studios producing this one, and we're happy you're tuned in wherever you're listening from. Air ball 3 from the right side for the Blue Devils. The score still 20-10 as we approach or just dip under the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Whittakin for 3, no good. Off the back of the iron, long rebound. Saunders works it up the floor. Passes left side, Franklin behind the back. Still good defense by Jones. And Jones even cheats off onto the point guard Saunders and has him get rid of it. Now a drive to the whole right side and just enough of an opening for Alex Blair to get it up off the glass and in.
Blair first field goal of the night for Gallia. He's got 2.
They've managed to cut it back to 8 a couple of times. It's been as big as 14. Braden Jones, Kelly for 3, no. And some of these threes, I think 3 in a row, Whittakin's and Kendall's, and here's a blocked shot by Kelly. That was Kelly's 3, but they bang in and out, man. Blocked shot back the other way. Jones for 3. He'll make sure to get that one to go. And the lead jumps back out to 11.
That time Marietta did not have to pass the ball too many times because Braden Jones hits the three, but the previous time down the floor, they were really working the basketball, making the Gallia Academy defense work very hard as well. Depth will be a concern for the Blue Devils later.
Saunders to Blair. Timeout, Blue Devils. 3.5 minutes to go. Tigers by 11. We'll be right back.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Dietrich Walters do the shopping for you. This is Dustin Becker, and we will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claims service. Call us today or stop by one of our offices in Beverly or Marietta.
Products not available in all states.
You know, sis, they say back in the day there was an ice cream truck that rolled through town and would draw kids from blocks away.
So we were deprived of the ice cream truck?
Actually, as the ice cream truck went away in the mid-'70s, the Smitty's delivery truck rolled into town and has been getting people excited for more than 40 years.
And just when you thought every Smitty truck looked the same, bam, here comes a white one, and bam, here comes a red one.
Oh yes, the only thing that doesn't change is the consistently great taste.
Smitty's, and if you want them to bring ice cream, ding ding, they'll do that too.
Blue Devils out of their timeout, nearly throw it away, but they get it back out front, and a three from Saunders off the mark. Backside rebound, strong one, too, by Isaac Knighton.
Good job by Knighton to check out on the backside. You love when a backside rebounder is able to screen his man away and get the ball. Good job by Knighton.
Whittakin, Kelly. Host of games going on our network of stations tonight. We've got Warren. They were down to Waverly at the quarter, but by a point. Here's a Whittakin shot up and in. That's Zayden Whittakin. And the lead jumps out to 13 for the Tigers, 25-12. So Warren, Waverly tonight, Marietta College at Otterbein on the radio tonight as well. We'll update you on those at halftime. Missed Blue Devil shot, rebound Kendall. Outlet or over to Knighton, knocked out of bounds.
Quick hands there by the Gallia Academy defender. That's Kenyon Franklin, the 6'1 senior off guard. Marietta will keep the ball underneath their own hoop. 25-12 Tigers.
There's Kelly to Kendall. Back to Kelly. Kendall. Back to Kelly. They're playing catch. Over to Knighton in the corner. Name's got to end with a K. And around the horn it goes. And this is going to be a three-point shot on the way by Whittakin off the mark. Rebound put back up, but no good. Mock will get the board for the Blue Devils and quickly down the floor and into the middle. A drive to the hole and a block shot by Isaac Knighton.
Isaac Knighton having a good few minutes here. He checked out, got a rebound a couple of trips ago, and that time played outstanding defense.
2 minutes, and I think they stepped on the line after a steal, did Franklin.
Gallia continuing to play zone defense. We discussed the fact that they don't do that very often, mostly a man-to-man team, but it just kind of shows you the concern that their staff has with their depth. They've got to rest these guys because Marietta's pushing the pace.
Lears Kelly, Whittakin playing catch out front. Minute 44 on the clock. Jones for three, no good. Blue Devil rebound, and they will push it up into the front court. Jones looking to steal, and it's loose on the floor still. Can't get it to go. One of the floor burns that Eric Kerr was talking about for sure from there. Great rebound from Whittakin. He's going to run the floor down underneath the basket, lays it up off the glass and can't get it to go. So close to licking the rim up there. He can jump.
Yeah, if he puts that ball in the hole, it's a highlight reel move right there by Whittakin. Great quickness and speed on the dribble with the left hand.
Trey Hawkins in for Lears Kelly. And Trey cheats back a little bit on defense. And the Blue Devils into the front court. Saunders. Check that Blair with it out front. Over to Mock. Big fella. Franklin for three. No good. Rebound Knighton. And thought he had a guy all on his back. It was his own player. Hawkins. And Trey has it out front in the middle to Jones. Back to Hawkins, who will take it in. A little hop step. Back to Jones. Quick pass, Kendall. And then to Kendall, and there's another great look. Trey Hawkins has gotten a couple good looks from his teammate Kendall on the assist, but Hawkins really finds the open place.
There are always open places on the floor when you're playing against a zone defense. The Tigers were able to find several on that trip.
Tiger lead 15, biggest of the game, 27-12. 20 ticks on the clock to go in the first half. Blue Devils out front, Wesley Saunders. Behind the back dribble, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Spin dribble, and Hawkins is just going to steal it away. A great hook pass to Jones, up off the glass, and they say it did not go. The half will come to a close, just maybe a tick late to get that one to go, but an outstanding job one-on-one was Saunders, and Hawkins winning the battle, getting the steal. Throws a little hook around pass down the floor to Jones, and Jones just a little late getting it off. So 16 minutes in the books, 16 minutes to play. Tigers by 15, biggest lead of the game, 27-12. We'll be right back.
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a real estate agency that folks have trusted in the Mid-Ohio Valley for more than 65 years? This is Steve McCarthy from McCarthy Real Estate. We know the housing market inside and out. You couldn't find a better time to list your home. List it with me and I'll do the rest. Finding comparable appraisals in the area, information on schools, neighborhoods, and setting the right price. We know the real estate market like the back of our hand and will gladly hold yours through this process. See listings at MariettaRealEstate.com.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Dietrich Walters do the shopping for you. This is Dustin Becker, and we will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claims service. Call us today or stop by one of our offices in Beverly or Marietta.
Products not available in all states.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month. Switch out your trash can this month for the low price of $19.99 and pick up a 32-gallon Rubbermaid trash can. It's always good to be ready for emergencies, so grab some Slime Emergency Tire Sealant. Keep on hand for only $5.99. Streaks, dirt, grime, and grease are nowhere to be found with Sprayway's 19-ounce aerosol glass cleaner, just $2.79. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware.
Pioneer Family Auto in Marietta, Williamstown, and Parkersburg brings the love to February. The February Savings Sales event is on. That means massive Pioneer deals, plus a trade and upgrade program including free appraisals. Find more than 1,200 new and used vehicles on 7 lots. Pioneer Chevrolet, Pioneer GMC, Family Ford, Pioneer Easy Credit Truck and SUV, Pioneer Used Autos of Williamstown, and Pioneer Honda Parkersburg. Let Pioneer Family Auto spread the love and earn your business.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. You hear us say that a lot, but it's true. Wherever you may go, chances are you'll find a Par-Mar store there, offering everything you need to get you in and then back on the road as soon as possible. From gas to groceries and snacks and items for your house, we have it at Par-Mar stores. Download the app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card too. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
You can visit all the big banks you want, but if you want to cut to the chase, visit Riverview Credit Union and find out what our members have known all along. At Riverview, we've expanded our business products to include small business loans to go along with our no-fee and low-fee business accounts. Riverview Credit Union invites you to discover what a credit union can do for you. And it starts with superior service where people matter. Riverview Credit Union, like a bank, only better. Member NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
You know, sis, they say back in the day there was an ice cream truck that rolled through town and would draw kids from blocks away.
So we were deprived of the ice cream truck?
Actually, as the ice cream truck went away in the mid-70s, the Smitty's delivery truck rolled into town and has been getting people excited for more than 40 years.
And just when you thought every Smitty truck looked the same, bam, here comes a white one, and bam, here comes a red one.
Oh yes, the only thing that doesn't change is the consistently great taste.
Smitty's, and if you want them to bring ice cream, ding ding, they'll do that too.
Thanks, Derek Jones, back at the radio station again. We mentioned this is one of 3 games on the air tonight. Pioneers right now enjoying a lead over the Otterbein Cardinals in Westerville early on, and then out in Warren, I think last fact check we had out there, a 2-point lead by the Warriors. So a little back and forth, and we'll try to keep you up to date on those games as well. A flurry of games coming up as well this week, including Thursday, the start of Marietta College baseball. We'll have definitely a Marietta College women's game, the Waterford girls, the Tiger girls, and all happening the same night. So we'll spread it around the airwaves here and make sure you get to listen to your favorite team, and always download the app now at MOV Local Radio. You can find our app, should have updated if you had the old WMOA 1490 app as well. 15-point lead. Keith, you talked about defense in the first quarter, and it was stifling for the Tigers against the Blue Devils.
It really was. They would not be content with just, let's say, packing the paint and seeing if Gallia could hit the outside shot. No, nothing like that. They were taking that defense, even had some post people as high as the free throw line, and then forcing these guards for Gallia rather than starting the offense at the top of the key. Goodness sake, they're out here at the half-court line starting the offense. So I just can't say enough about the pressure defense that Marietta applied in the first quarter.
Johnny Wharf along with Keith Wharton in the booth tonight, and offensively a little mixed bag. So you had a couple of threes. I know Zayden had one. You had the in, the out, the Kendall, really strong moves in the whole inside, and then some transition buckets as well for the Tigers.
Yeah, you really did. Seth Britton kind of got things started early in the game for Marietta. Some blue-collar baskets, and good job by Seth to get started. And then we had one that I really liked when Alex Kendall got the ball down on the the right block, and he had a help side defender from Gallia Academy, had his regular defender, and he saw, I think it was Trey Hawkins, that made that nice backdoor cut and got the layup. So this is why Kendall's so good, and you've seen him many times. He not only can play offense as far as with the ball, he's a very good passer at his size, and that just makes him so valuable.
We have 39 points to divvy out when we come back. Marietta 27, Gallia Academy 12. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
This is Shelley from Honest Reds Flooring. I come into the showroom nearly every day, and even I can't believe all the choices we have. The flooring business has come a long way, and choices are good. Carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, vinyl plank will help you get a feel for what works best in your space. In the ever-changing business of flooring, sometimes you don't know what you want. You just need to take a look. Come see us. Honest Reds Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestReds.com.
When it's all said and done, car and truck buyers look to Pioneer Family Auto. Right now, the February Savings Sales Event has new and used vehicles rolling off the lot at remarkably low APR rates, plus the Trade and Upgrade program offers a free appraisal on your current vehicle. Stop by or browse at PioneerFamilyAuto.com. February Savings Sales Event is on. Pioneer Chevrolet, Pioneer GMC, Family Ford, Pioneer Easy Credit Truck and SUV, Pioneer Used Autos of Williamstown, and Pioneer Honda Parkersburg.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. You hear us say that a lot, but it's true. Wherever you may go, chances are you'll find a Par-Mar store there, offering everything you need to get you in and then back on the road as soon as possible. From gas to groceries and snacks and items for your house, we have it at Par-Mar stores. Download the app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card too. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Back at Sutton Gym, Johnny Wharf along with Keith Wharton. And Keith, let's take a look at his scoring.
Yeah, scored Gallia Academy. Remember, they did not score their first field goal till early in the second quarter. They were led by Kenyon Franklin. He had 5 points in the first half. 4 points for Cade Mock, the 6'6" post player. 2 points for Alex Blair off the bench, and 1 point for Blake Caldwell. So Gallia led by Kenyon Franklin with 5 points. For the Marietta Tigers, very balanced scoring for Marietta in the first half. Alex Kendall had 6 points. Zayden Whittakin, nice first half with 6 points. 4 points apiece for Seth Britton. Also, Trey Hawkins had 4, and 2 points for Elijah Lyris Kelly, and 2 points for Isaac Knighton. Knighton contributes in many ways. I like to watch him.
I'm going to ask you about that little piece of paper in the back of Coach's pocket when we come back. Wonder what kind of cheat sheet that is. Second half action when we come back. Tigers by 15. We'll be right back.
1 or 2 or 10 things have changed since I got in the real estate business. Hi, this is Steve McCarthy of McCarthy Real Estate. Gone are the days when folks just stopped by 318 2nd Street in Marietta. Now you can find McCarthy Real Estate on Facebook with weekly featured listings or MariettaRealEstate.com. We have real phones and cell phones and GPS, although we know our way around. McCarthy Real Estate since 1953. You don't need good luck to find us, but you'll have it when you do.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic. Working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System. Proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/Mayo.
The Fry Dental Group is a longtime sponsor of the Marietta High School Tiger Big Drill, player of the game. Not just a player, could be a play, could be a fan in the stands, could be a cheerleader, it could be you. Tune in to WMOA for every Tiger broadcast and listen close for the Marietta High School Tiger Fry Dental Group Big Drill, player of the game, brought to you by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howe, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group.
Well, Blue Devils start the second half with the ball, and a Kenyon Franklin shot off the mark, and the Tigers come down and fire up a long shot of their own from Zayden Whittakin, and we're back at it here. Second half action underway. Warriors lead at the halftime over Waverly out in Vincent. Winner of this game, by the way, plays at the Coliseum. Warren on will be Saturday night, Keith?
Yeah, Saturday night, 6:15.
Another missed Blue Devil shot down low. Tigers, Kendall feeds Knighton. Knighton out to Lears Kelly and then over to Britton. Regular original starting 5 in for both teams. And this is Knighton with the little head fake over to Britton. Back to Zane Whittakin. Whittakin in the top of the circle. Back out again to Kendall. Tigers 20-2 coming into this sectional tournament semifinal. And their opponent, the Blue Devils, defensively keeping the Tigers out of the middle. Now Kendall will fire a 3, and that'll teach them as he knocks down the first points of the second half.
Patient Marietta team there on offense as they were able to work the ball, and find Kendall. And again, he can contribute from any place on the floor.
Saunders, Mock, Franklin, Hammonds, and also Beckett, Camden. There's a steal by Whittakin down the floor, managed to get it going, and they call him for a travel prior to the shot. I thought maybe the whistle was for a foul.
6 minutes to go, third quarter, and Marietta leading by 18 points, John. First quarter, Tigers led 18-4. Second quarter, Gallia regrouped just a little bit and only lost that quarter 9-8. So let's see if Tigers can have another first quarter or third quarter like they did in the first.
Yeah, here's the first bucket of the second half from Franklin under the basket. And the Tigers' lead was as big as it's been at 18, now back to 16. And then a loose ball kind of stolen back, a little back and forth, and then Knighton can't get it to go underneath the basket. It'll get knocked out of bounds.
Knighton did everything but make the ball go through the hole that time. Good hustle. He kept it alive, but couldn't get the basket.
So walking it up the floor is Wesley Saunders. Johnny Worf along with Keith Wharton tonight at the Sutton Gym. Tournament basketball with Marietta leading 30-14. Blue Devils dribble inside, baseline. This is Alex Blair. He'll kick it back out. Saunders around the horn. Camden back to Alex Blair. And then Mock, big fella, has it at the top of the keys, guarded by Kendall. Now Saunders.
As you called it, Gallia trying to play against the man-to-man Tiger defense.
Bomb of a 3 from Alex Blair will knock down a big 3.
shot
Full
that
court
from
pressure.
Holster.
Lears Kelly in a little trouble. Kendall gets it, and then there's going to be a foul on Knighton as that ball was thrown a little up for grabs from Kendall, and the position of Wesley Saunders would force Knighton to foul. And Knighton will come out, and we'll see Braden Jones come in.
Gallia extended that defense a little more. They hadn't really given a full court look defensively, and they did. Marietta struggled just a little bit with that.
So Blue Devils get the turnover. Now they'll see if they can capitalize on it. The lead is 13. And a spin dribble, really good one inside. A finger roll underneath, too much. Kendall has it on the backside. Flip to Jones. Reverse layup, won't go. Rebound Mock.
Good athletic move by Jones on that layup. Ended up on the left side of the hoop and used the left hand nicely.
Halfway through the third quarter, not a ton of scoring. And a three-point shot on the way off the front of the iron, no good. Kendall rebound, only guy near it. We'll draw it in. Kick it back out to Lears Kelly, who takes it in. Little floater off the mark will stay with the Tigers.
Gallia 5, Marietta 3 in the third quarter, John. It's been kind of a sluggish quarter offensively for both teams.
Blake Caldwell back into the game for the Blue Devils, and a big three from Braden Jones is going to drop in good. 33-17, 16-point Tiger lead. It's been as big as 18. The Tigers trying to get another one of those runs, and there's a ball knocked out of bounds. The Pioneers, by the way, Marietta College at Otterbein, they went on a little spree of threes of their own to take a halftime lead. I think it was 39-24, so 15-point lead by Marietta at Otterbein at the half.
Derek Jones tells us that the Pioneers rained threes in that first half.
Yeah, so this is Franklin under the basket. Couple good looks, but can't manage to get it to go. And the ball will be a whistle and a foul underneath the basket. It's kind of scary when you see a guy fall and Kendall gets tripped up and trips over him, and you kind of hold your breath there for a minute. Inbound for the Blue Devils. Tigers lead by 16, 3 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock. Third quarter basketball. Johnny Wolf and Keith Wharton. Brett Treadway on the video stream. Thank you for tuning in. There's a Blue Devil turnover in front of their own bench.
Yeah, nice job by Whittakin right there. Very active hands. He didn't commit the foul when he could have committed the foul, and he was able to deflect the ball off Franklin. So just wonderful defense by Whittakin.
They're going to announce the 50-50 here. That's going to be a little windfall for somebody tonight. Lears Kelly out front, over to Whittakin. Back to Kelly and Jones for three. Got him. So Braden Jones scorching the cords.
That's 9 points for Jones, all on threes, and I think that's what the coach had in his pocket, Johnny, were his 50-50 numbers.
36-17. Now a new lead out there as a steal. Jones forced it. Whittakin ended up with it. Trey Hawkins in the middle. Strong hands has Hawkins. Kendall just inside the three-point line, drops it in.
Kendall now in double figures. That should be 12 for him unofficially, maybe 11.
Timeout. Gallia Police will be right back. 38-17 Tigers.
The Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they understand the values and ideals of our community and can develop a customized financial strategy designed to help you pursue what's most important to you. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Finner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 to review your investment game plan.
HVAC, most of us know what that means, but as a refresher, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. At Miller Home Services, we also refer to it as BABL, which stands for Better Air, Better Life. The places where we eat, sleep, and live should be the most comfortable. So when it comes to HVAC, Miller Home Services says it shouldn't be a quick fix. Bring the best air and live the best life. Quality Home Services for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Miller Home Services.
In the flooring business, we get walked all over. That's a little dad humor for you. This is Shelley from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we want you to put us to the test when you think about flooring. We won't put you off, we won't overcharge, or leave you hanging. That's for the drywall guys. Seriously, there's a reason why there are fly-by-night and discount flooring companies, and a reason why some have been around a long time. Customers have been walking all over us for years, and we love it. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
38-17, Tigers poured on, biggest lead of the game, 21, and Gallia Academy will get a couple back as they come out of their timeout. Hit a bucket, Caldwell, a little fadeaway. Hawkins, Jones in the corner, off the mark. You almost felt that one going. He's been hot.
Yes, he has.
Kenyon Franklin into the front court and into the paint. Little fadeaway from him is up and good.
That's 9 points for Franklin to lead the way for Gallia.
38-21. Back out front. Kendall out near half court. And Kendall, spin dribble in the paint, up over the front of the rim and in.
Hey, John, that's not too bad right there. He just took it himself between the legs a couple of times, reversed it down in the paint for two. Kendall's top.
40-21. Tigers in control, and then a loose ball foul. I think it's going to be on Braden Jones.
Tigers have flexed their offensive muscles a little bit more here in the third quarter. They built the big lead after the first quarter, and we talked about it quite a few times about how strong they were defensively in that quarter, and it created their offense. This time, they haven't played bad defensively in the third, obviously, but they have been more offensive-minded, and it shows.
Jones called for the foul. He'll come out. Britton will come in. The inbound slapped back out of bounds, so we'll try that again, or Gallia Academy will try it again.
Now, we talked about the winner of this game playing on Saturday, this Saturday at 6:15. They will play the winner of Fairfield Union and Meigs that is going on tonight.
The Falcons and the Marauders will get the winner of this one, and that will be out at the Coliseum at Warren High School. There's a bucket by Franklin, good, 40-23 the score. Now Lears Kelly puts one up to equal or to even the margin on those two. Saunders up the floor behind the back, spin dribble, and top of the key will give to Franklin. And number 11 out front, guarded by Trey Hawkins. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Franklin for three, off the mark altogether. Picked up out front by Saunders, stolen back by Whittakin down the floor, and he will throw one down for a little extra measure, and then a steal by Hawkins underneath. Or check that, Britton steal, Hawkins bucket, and four before you can blink as the quarter comes to a close with a flurry. Marietta 46, Gallia Academy 23. We'll be right back.
EZG Manufacturing has the hiring sign out. If you have a strong work ethic and appreciate a fast-paced, team-oriented workplace, right now is the time to apply. Welders, fabricators, machinists, EZG starting wages from $18 to $25 per hour. Excellent benefits, profit sharing, 401k match. Learn more at EZG and apply to be part of a winning team at EZGMFG.com.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic. Working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System. Proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/mayo.
The Fry Dental Group is a longtime sponsor of the Marietta High School Tiger Big Drill, player of the game. Not just a player, could be a play, could be a fan in the stands, could be a cheerleader, it could be you. Tune in to WMOA for every Tiger broadcast and listen close for the Marietta High School Tiger Fry Dental Group, Big Drill, player of the game, brought to you by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howe, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group.
Well, the Tigers are going to come into the fourth quarter with the ball, but turn it over. So right back to the Blue Devils, and there's that quarter you were looking for, right? Mirrored the first.
Exactly. They 46-23 is the score now, and Marietta in that quarter has 19 points to only 11 for Gallia Academy.
Cade Mock up front, and Franklin fires a long three off the back of the iron, no good. Whittakin with the rebound is going to push it up the floor and take it into the middle underneath. Whistle and a foul on the floor is going to go against. I don't see it.
Caldwell. Yeah, Blake Caldwell will get charged with the foul. Whittakin, not only can he jump, he had a slam dunk, but he jumps quickly.
Hawkins to Kendall. Kendall back to Hawkins for three. Trey puts it up. It's off the mark. Rebound. Fought for. Cade Mock comes up with the board. A good one.
Yeah, good job by Mock to check Kendall out. That's a hard thing to do.
Well, and hold on to it when Kendall had a hand on it as well.
Yeah.
Mock with it in the corner at the offensive end for the Blue Devils. Down by 23 to the Tigers. Final 7 minutes of basketball here in regulation. Out front, Kenyon Franklin, guarded by Britton. Feed inside, stolen away by Lewis Kelly. Into the hands of Trey Hawkins. Hawkins, corner. Whittakin, baseline. Too tight out front. Kendall, strong hands to Britton in the corner. Seth for three, write him down.
7 points, Seth Britton. He scored his first two baskets way back in the first quarter.
Saunders will bring it up the floor, and then a foul called on Trey. Hawkins will stop play. Just aggressive defense out there. And Coach Gardner likes that. He's got that, he hasn't looked at it in a while, but just a small piece of paper in his back pocket. You know, he's got the big board, and he writes on the dry erase board, but every now and again he'll pull out that little piece. He's got a little writing on a little piece of paper. Just some tricks up the sleeve, or don't forget about this.
I just think it's perhaps the goals he set for the team and maybe which ones they've accomplished so far and which ones they haven't.
All right. Saunders with the ball out front. Mark. Line jumper, no good. Backside rebound. Back up strong, no good. Now Alex has it. And here come the Tigers. And Coach Gardner saying, pick it up, boys, let's move. We're wearing them out. Let's keep it up. Britton, Kendall. Kendall paint back to Isaac Knighton. Knighton drives right side. Travel will give the ball back to the Blue Devils.
You know, the last time down the floor, I didn't get a chance to credit Seth Britton's defense on Franklin. They had a good little one-on-one matchup there, and Britton didn't take the shot fake. He maintained his spacing with his legs on the defensive stance and just did a good job, Seth Britton.
49-23, Tigers by 26 points. Biggest lead of the game, 5:27 to go in the fourth quarter. And a ball slapped out of bounds, last tucked by Braden Jones. Last we heard, Pioneers were leading Otterbein and Warren a slight lead over Waverly. A couple other games we have on tonight at the same time on our sister stations. Cross court pass Gallia into the corner. And now a three-point shot on the way, off the mark altogether by Dylan Sheets, who must have a stroke because he just snuck into the game.
Yeah, they just put him in, and he looked like he wasn't very confident in that shot, but he'd shot it before.
Braden Jones, a drive to the hole, up off the glass, no good. Offensive board, Kendall, back up strong, draws the foul, will go to the line.
What I love to see on that by Alex Kendall is he went up strong, as you described it, but he used the left hand, and there's just nothing like a big guy who can play outside. You love that, but when he gets down underneath, he can go either way, right or left.
So Kendall at the free throw line is good with his first free throw. He'll have another. So Keith, one of the things I noticed, really just this year, but aside from all the different colored tennis shoes, back in the day everybody had the same ones, and they were high top leather. And now you've got mostly nylon short. No high tops out there hardly at all.
And I just got to believe there's some taping going on of the ankles,
right.
In addition, because that is a good point, but you still need that ankle support.
This is Franklin again for three. He's off the mark again. Whittakin ends up with a rebound. A lot of Tiger hands touched it first. Lears Kelly out front, dribbles into the paint, kicks back to Whittakin. Zane on the right side, carries it in and is called for traveling. We'll send it back the other way.
Whittakin really pushes the ball, and defensively for Marietta, they're just a handsy group. They don't get called for the reach, at least they haven't in this game. All have very, very quick hands defensively, a lot of deflections. Coaches just love to see that.
Would love to have a collision course down the road. Number one, you want to get to the combo. You got to win the next one after this, and then you maybe face Warren if you can win one there. So a lot of obstacles, and we can look at that maybe as we rolled into the stretch run here. We'll see Kendall come out of the game maybe for the night. 51-23, Tigers well in command.
Got 15 points on the night after he hit those last two free throws. It does look like his night is done. 15 points for Alex Kendall.
Mock in the paint, little floater on the way is up and good, and he's just glad Kendall's out of the game. He's been on him all night.
He's enthused as he goes right to the hole, so he has 5 points to Cade Mock.
Lucas Miller will be at the check-in table for the Tigers as well when we get a break. Plogger came in for Kendall, gets it underneath and then kicks it around the horn, and a three-point shot from Lears Kelly is good. Timeout Tigers, probably some substitution time here. 54-25 is the score. We'll be right back.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month. Switch out your trash can this month for the low price of $19.99 and pick up a 32-gallon Rubbermaid trash can. It's always good to be ready for emergencies, so grab some Slime Emergency Tire Sealant. Keep on hand for only $5.99. Streaks, dirt, grime, and grease are nowhere to be found with Sprayway's 19-ounce aerosol glass cleaner, just $2.79. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware.
Three-point shot from Gallia Academy, and Coach Gardner kind of forfeited the timeout. He took the timeout, but it was just for a substitution, so he said we can keep playing. 3 minutes, 15 seconds, so they just kept after it. And a loose ball dropped out of bounds. We'll get back to the Blue Devils, and we'll also see into the game Kobe Alexander and Logan Gross-Close. We'll see Whittakin come out, and we'll also see Isaac Knighton come out of the game. Lears Kelly was already out. Kendall was already out. So for the Tigers, just a new look. Tigers gets good tournament play for Lucas Miller and Logan Gross-Close, and underneath the steal almost. Plogger had a hand on it, but a little hook shot underneath is going to drop in from Gabe Hammonds. We hadn't heard from him. He started the game, but that's the first we've heard from Gabe Hammonds.
You're exactly right. His first basket of the night, 54-27 Tigers.
Into the paint with the ball, it is Lucas Miller. Now Gross-Close kicks back out front. Kobe Alexander, little finger roll left side, number 15 coming to the house.
5'10" sophomore uses the left hand.
With the ball right side. Back out front. And a little fade away under the basket, a whistle and a foul underneath, and they're going to call that on Kobe Alexander. But Plogger, Braden Plogger, Kobe Alexander, Lucas Miller, Logan Gross-Close, and Braden Jones still out there as well. But for a moment, we'll see Trey Hawkins probably come in for Braden here after the first free throw. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. And the free throw is good by Dylan Sheets. And Hawkins in and Braden Jones out.
Unlike the first time these two teams played earlier this year, you can see Marietta came out at the beginning and really set the tone. They apparently did not do that down at Gallia Academy in December and had to rally in the fourth to get that win. Different story tonight at tournament time.
56-29 Marietta with the ball out front. Trey Hawkins Hawkins gives off on the left side to Lucas Miller, and then offensive push or forearm down there. Lucas Miller will give the ball back to the Blue Devils. Minute 58 on the clock. And just the first step on what they hope is a long road on the tournament trail. This Marietta Tiger team's so special. We talked about it, though, at the beginning of the game. You can't let up rolling into these games, and they certainly played at a high level here tonight. And that's a good sign, as even these substitutes in right now for the starting 5 or 6, if you will, playing at a pretty high pace. Rebound backside picked up by Kobe Alexander and into the front court. Look at a 3 momentarily from Lucas Miller. And then a drive from Gross close. A shot up, rolls around, no good. Plogger with a big board, back up and in. Big redhead playing big.
That's a good shot by Gross close. I thought it was going down. It didn't. And Plogger was able to help him out and put it back in.
Out front, Gabe Hammonds with the ball, and he gets kind of pushed back out by Plogger defensively as we approach a minute to go in the game. Drive into the paint, little baseline ball flipped out of bounds. Winner of this to play the winner of Fairfield Union and Meigs, who are playing as we speak. That'll be at Warren High School on Saturday night.
Yep, Saturday night, 6:15 tip-off. Then the winner of that game will come back on March 4th and play one of 4 teams.
Inbound Blue Devils. Trying to work it inside. Tiger defense really good. These guys on the floor, not even, almost as if they're not aware that they lead 58-29, the intensity that they're playing at, and really love the opportunity to be in the game.
You're exactly right. And that is coaching right there, to be able to get the guys coming off the bench, particularly the ones that may not come off in the 6th or 7th position, to get them to play this hard. That's coaching.
Yep. Brotherhood, right? Eric Erb said earlier, 33 seconds on the clock winding. Tigers working the offense, and a whistle and a foul that will send Logan and Gross close to the free throw line to shoot 2.
These guys are not afraid offensively. We talked about their defensive prowess this second 5, but offensively they also don't hesitate at all. Gross close likes to take it to the basket.
Free throw good, and another one to come that way as let Keith Wharton start to tally the scoring. 29 points up there for Gallia Academy, and now the lead 31 as the next free throw goes in, 60-29. Into the front court, Blue Devils. Right side feed, Dylan Sheets, and near travel. Little air ball saved back in by the Tigers, and Gross close has it. Got it from Trey Hawkins, 14-13, 10 seconds. And the Tigers will hold it out front. The final score is going to be 60-29. We'll even get a couple of handshakes while the clock's still running. And the guy, including the guy dribbling the ball, Lucas Miller, who will give it to the official. And this is a good old-fashioned Tiger win here tonight, 60-29. The crowd on their feet, and happy to see this first tournament game in the books. We'll take a break, be back with post-game from the Sutton Gym. Johnny Wolf along with Keith Wharton and Derek Jones back in the studios. Brett Treadway on the video stream. We'll be right back.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Dietz, Petron, Walters do the shopping for you. This is Michelle Schaefer, and we will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claim service. Call us today or stop by one of our offices in Beverly or Marietta.
Products not available in all states.
HVAC, most of us know what that means, but as a refresher, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. In Miller Home Services, we also refer to it as BABL, which stands for Better Air, Better Life. The places where we eat, sleep, and live should be the most comfortable. So when it comes to HVAC, Miller Home Services says it shouldn't be a quick fix. Bring the best air and live the best life. Quality home services for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Miller Home Services.
At Honest Fred's Flooring, we don't care who wears the pants in the family, who makes the decisions, or who gets the credit, as long as the buck stops here. At Honest Fred's Flooring, we want you to be where your feet are. And ideally, that's in one of our 3 showrooms. Our simple advice, put one foot in front of the other. And if it's not on Honest Fred's Flooring, why bother? Come see for yourself. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
Johnny Wharf along with Keith Wharton, and Keith 60-29. A little runaway win for the Marietta High School Tigers as they win this one going away, and just a really fun team to watch.
Yeah, they are. I mean, all the concerns we had coming in, the Gallia had played before. Marietta had been off for a week. How are they going to react? They had a good week of practice, and the coach emphasized that they needed it, and it showed tonight. They came up in the first quarter, John. It was defense. Defense set the tone for Marietta. Pressure defense. That's why they win going away.
31-point victory, and you shut down. Again, there was a starter out there that played most of the game. We didn't mention his name to the fourth quarter. That says a lot about that defense you're talking about. Their big guy had Kendall on him, and it looked like a breath of fresh air. Kendall got sat down in the middle of the fourth quarter. He went right in there and
right to the
knocked one in. So let's look at the scoring for the Blue Devils.
Okay, for the Blue Devils, they were led by Kenyon Franklin, the guard. He ended up with 11 points. Cade Mock was the one that reaped the benefit when Kendall went out. He was so excited. He ended up with 5 points, and he got them all, I think, in the last 10 minutes. 3 points for Blake Caldwell, and 5 points. I did miss that. Alex Blair had 5 points for Gallia Academy and 2 points for Gabe Hammond. So 11 points. Kenyon Franklin leads the way for Coach Gary Harrison and Gallia Academy.
You're on a roll. Let's go Tiger scoring.
Let's look at the high school Tigers. They were led by Alex Kendall, and Kendall had 15 points. Just a blue-collar effort. He does so many things. Had 15 points and many, many other contributions to the Tiger attack. 9 points for Braden Jones. He hit 3 threes tonight, and that was nice to see. Zayden Whittakin, what an athlete he is, only a sophomore. He had 8 points. 7 points for Elijah Lyris Kelly from the point guard position out front. Trey Hawkins played nicely. He had 6 points. 2 points for Kobe Alexander, 2 points for Alex Knighton, 2 points late for Braden Plogger. And we also had Logan Gross-Close, who was around the basketball a lot when he played in the fourth quarter, and he did end up scoring 2 free throws for Gross-Close. So nice job for him late in the game. Kendall leads the way with 15. Whittakin has 8, along with Braden Jones with 9. Britton 7. Balance. I could give it all again, Johnny. It's a balanced attack.
Our Fry Dental Group Big Drill player of the game, Braden Jones, tonight. His 3 back-to-back at one point in the game set the tone that there was no looking back for the Tigers. Critical point in the game, and he knocked them down without even a blink. So Braden Jones, our Fry Dental Group Big Drill player of the game for his efforts, will receive the Fry Dental Group Big Drill player of the game t-shirt. We'll be back with a quick look at what's ahead. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
EZG Manufacturing has the hiring sign out. If you have a strong work ethic and appreciate a fast-paced, team-oriented workplace, right now is the time to apply. Welders, fabricators, machinists, EZG starting wages from $18 to $25 per hour. Excellent benefits, profit sharing, 401k match. Learn more at EZG and apply to be part of a winning team at EZGMFG.com.
Go Tigers from the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. As a successful local coach of youth sports for many years in Marietta, Bill Mannix knows pursuing good outcomes takes preparation, hard work, and execution. The same holds true in business. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 to discuss the goals you want to pursue. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation.
Johnny Wharf along with Keith Wharton. Some final comments before we shove it off to Westerville, where the Marietta College Pioneers holding their own with the Otterbein Cardinals tonight. OAC quarterfinal action. So we'll whisk you off to Westerville here in a matter of moments. But a look ahead, big game coming up. Take care of your own, obviously, at a cool place to play. The the Coliseum out there in Vincent. I know you probably haven't been there, but what a beautiful facility that is, and then that chance to take that next step to the Convo. So you can't quite look ahead yet, but it's getting a little bit closer.
You can see it coming over the horizon. February 24th this Saturday night, 6:15. Marietta will face off against either Meigs or Fairfield Union. And if they can win that, as Johnny described, they will head to the Convo. Celebrate next 24 hours. This is the first game of the tournament. Tigers got them a win, and that's what you need to do. Win one at a time, and that's how this coach operates.
Yeah, and then set your date for Saturday to get out to Warren, get there early, get a spot, because I believe the Waterford boys also play out there right after that game, so a different division. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks to Keith Wharton here to my left, thanks to Brett Treadway to my right, and thanks to Derek Jones back at the studios, who will grab this, put a bow on it, and send you to Westerville. Final score here tonight for the Marietta High School Tigers win going away in this one, and the Tigers win by the final of 60-29. For Keith Wharton, this is Johnny Warp. Have a great night.
You've been listening to Marietta Tigers basketball on local radio WMOA Marietta. Tonight's contest was brought to you by the following community-minded sponsors: the Mannix Allen Group, Miller Home Services, Riverview Credit Union, Honest Fred's Flooring, McCarthy Real Estate, Parmar Stores, EZG Manufacturing, the Pioneer Family Auto Group, People's Bank, Dietz Futrell Walters Insurance, Smitty's Pizza, the Fry Dental Group, and by Apex True Value Hardware. Keep your radio tuned right here as we'll follow the Marietta Tigers all through postseason play on local radio AM 1490 and FM 101.3.